El Infinity Elite says, you guys need to be extremely detailed about Contra so I can learn the map without practicing. We are learning with you, friend.
Yeah.
We are learning with you.
I'm gonna go in and fly around just to look around and see.
So a lot of people are rah amazing Exertus and don't downplay
Oh, this
their
brings
achievement.
back so many memories.
That's an amazing game they just played. But Complexity, any day of the week, right? They can turn it on and off, and they'll be back. It's not a matter of if, but when. Play is just having a fun time flying around Contra.
Yeah, sorry.
Boost box.
I'm going back 10 years ago right now.
Main, Woodbridge. I'm talking about A, by the way.
Oh, the other team just like all joined in the matter of 2 seconds, by the way.
Good. Let's okay. Go with me to bomb site A so we can talk about this together. You ready?
Sure.
You ready?
Yes.
All right. Let's talk. Oh wait, why is my camera frozen? Okay. A has upper mud, but mud is now gone, so it looks like wood planks, right? You see that?
Yep.
And then it has upper T side, upper CT side. It has platform, which is still platform, and sand. A halls, A upper halls, right? So B, if you fly over to B for me, got that?
There.
B has sewers, well, which are two different things. Sewers is in the back, right?
Yeah, and well is obviously the big well in the middle of the site.
Then there's B plat, which is the platform in general. Boost box, B main, and then wood planks, which is in front is like B alt on the left with the wood planks. And then this is the one that will get me. What did we call the alternate sewer, the B alt sewers? Because CT sewers and the front entrance sewers, they both lead to sewers.
The B alt sewers.
Go to plank, B plank,
Yeah.
or the B.
That was called plank. I remember that. Yeah.
Turn to the right. There's a sewers.
I would.
What the hell did we call that? Plank.
I don't
It's called
remember.
plank.
Plank sewers? I don't know.
Help us, friends. Help us.
Oh, this map.
At Piper, I met my husband being a CEVO admin. That's amazing.
Wow, CEVO, building
Congratulations.
relationships.
Maybe we should make a commercial about that.
Yep. Oh, this guy's the blood in the water scout
Ooh,
with the
I like
shark
that
on
one.
it.
Yeah. You know what? I wish somebody would go on the CEVO forums, and I'm not even kidding right now. I wish somebody would go on the CEVO forums and just create like a power ranking, because I want to know what you guys think about like the overall competition in CEVO. Who is ranked number 1? I think unanimously people would put I by power. Peg right at the top, and then after
Right
that,
at the top, maybe Exertus.
a case could be made. A case could really be made. You know. Summit the beast. Maybe that's what he should tag instead of IVP.
Instead of IVP.
Yeah. Bluminator, best op NA. I'm not.
Don't know if I agree with that one, but yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. For those of you asking what you're watching right now, this will be Afterlife versus Infinity Project, another CEVO-Main Week 4 Match 1.
Oh, George is finally back.
Yeah.
Just noticed.
By the way, they have a substitute, a new player on their roster, and we're going to be evaluating him heavily
Oh,
because
really? Is
obviously we know Afterlife better than Afterlife knows Afterlife.
Lib?
Caleb, dude.
Caleb?
Just kidding. I only know that because Dave told me.
Okay.
Caleb, retweet. Well, you have to think that's probably why Ginny called you K-Lobs.
I don't know. Not really, but
No. Alright, we're going to be heavily evaluating Caleb over there because we know Afterlife so well. Like, they're our own team. They may as well tag Team Fixation. We have to understand
they may as well.
he has to understand that he is being evaluated like he's one of our prize racing horses.
Yeah, we're gonna tell George whether or not they should cut him. Yeah.
If he doesn't top frag, we're putting him to sleep.
Get Booty back in there.
Yeah, Booty, who actually has been having some rough games recently. If we do draw on recent memory.
He has, yes.
Yes.
Cutlass as well, though. I mean, Cutlass usually a great entry fragger, but having some struggles early in the season.
SC2Fat says, is the Exertus VOD going to be up anywhere? Absolutely. It will be on www.youtube.com/playcevo. We'll be changing this stream name in a second to... Did you already?
I did not. I'll do that right now.
Ah, cool.
But yes, it will be up on YouTube/playcevo later tonight or tomorrow, depending on how quickly it uploads.
Yes. Yes. Those of you sticking with us, it's still CEVO-Main. This matchup should be better, should be closer, should be on a map that you don't even know. I mean, seriously. How many people actually know this map? Really know this map? I bet, Clay, even if you and I ran around this map, we'd run around being like, oh, there's a room here?
Yeah. No, it's been so long since I've played on Contra. This is going to be a little rough, honestly.
Do you remember Suicide Hole?
Man.
It's at A. It's at A. Go into the pillars room. You see it? Or A main, depending on what you like to call it. Okay. Go to
The sewer entrance day? Yeah.
Okay, but you know that drop down, the suicide hole?
Uh-huh.
Remember that thing?
Remember
how we used to juke people and own people while we were the best team in Cal Main?
Mm-hmm.
We were the best team in Cal Main.
We were.
Undefeated.
Not anymore.
And then World of Warcraft.
Oh god, don't even remind me about that. That's
like
the most depressing thing ever.
Is there a GoTV people can connect to? Unfortunately, no, and I'll give you the exact reason why. This is not our GoTV. We are fortunate enough to be good enough friends with Afterlife that they allow us to use their GoTV, but we are not, and will never be, actually, willing to share anybody else's GoTV.
We are live, by the way.
On a private thing, I know. On a private server without their permission. We appreciate, however, that you're enthusiastic and want to watch every facet of the game. Hopefully we can do a good enough job articulating what's going on here. We're live. It's Evo TV. I'm Cotton. He's Clops. And we have our first kill of the round. Their Infinity Project brings down Immortal. Caleb looking good so far, and if he doesn't deliver a double on this round, he's cut.
A is wide open. They just completely pulled a fast one on Afterlife here. Got 4 people into the site. They're going to get the spawn planted. And you see Afterlife's on the rotate.
There you go. Infinity Project Absolute, who tried to push out to hold CT spawn and hold a more aggressive hold position, got taken down by Davester, and Toro trades out Cutlass on the other side there. Pillars room or A main has Toro go down, UKR go down. It's down to a one-on-one. It's down to a reload fight here. Somebody just landed a shot because Dew is landing none. Foster needs to clean up here. He has no health left. Dew finally cleans up after emptying his first mag. 1-0 for the T's. Infinity Project up on Afterlife.
Wasn't that main box in the pillars room? Didn't that used to be like a headshot box? Like, couldn't you see over it? Or am I imagining that?
The one in the back on the T side was the headshot box.
Okay.
There you go.
And then I remember there's the 2 boxes on the right that you could hide behind, and it was like a little cheap spot.
Yeah. Always good when the casters admit that we don't know what we're talking about right now. Take a look at your mini-map here. It is a long progression heading toward B, and if you look at our number 7 man, he's creeping up toward B's the boost boxes. Doesn't look like they're going to be using Sands to get into the bomb site. They just want to use main. Smart decision considering, Toro brings down 2. Cutlass and Foster will go down. That's on the opposite side of the map, trying to cut off any rotators. Arcane will find Caleb, who's cut. 1 left, CT side, Immortal, dead. Davester left, only 1. He's the number 4 man. He's actually on a far creep. I think he'll probably try to jump into Sands here to go to Planks and try to retake with his P2000 maybe? Did he see a gun there?
I don't know, because the glow of the X-ray threw me off right there. But he does pick up that quick kill right there, and he's going to be able to grab himself a Galil.
You got to think about this one for a second. This Galil is valuable next round.
Yeah, I think he would go for the save here, as you were saying. But UKR is there, and he gets the kill. And that's going to make it 2-0 for the terrorists here.
Infinity Project looking pretty strong here. Remember, for those of you who are not versed in the CEVO Season 2 lore, Afterlife minus one of their substitutes right now, has returned their entire roster from their championship team. This is the championship squad of the Season 2 CEVO-Main season. Flash over for Davester will prevent the rush. Arcane Flash will throw a nade to stop anyone pushing through A main. A flash absolutely disrupts Davester, who wanted to push out and immediately fight anyone out there. Cutlass delivers a kill. That'll be a gun delivered to the team. Very good aggressive play here. They've got to stick together, Clay. If you're on an eco round and somebody has a gun, you glue yourself to that man.
Exactly. Be there for what if he dies, you pick it up and keep firing with it. You saw 4 members of the terrorists did make it into A, so they're going to get this bomb planted and Afterlife on another A retake.
With a great shot there. This, Clay, was the previous headshot box, which has been heightened now. This box ahead of them, that single box, is not a headshot box, so we'll call that a main. Foster in the sands trying to advance to the pillar, is doing it without the help of his teammates. Very dangerous proposition for him. Immortal George coming through upper, trying to move to mud. Absolute will not allow it. There's a death and a second. Oh, Cutlass delivers. There you go. Down to a 2-on-3. This gun, this Gallo, not particularly valuable next round, so you can expect Cutlass to come out guns blazing, but they knew where he was coming from because his teammates called it out. Infinity Project, button it up. 3-0, looking good.
Exactly. Yep, and we are going to be on a gun round seeing George pick up that op. It's been a while since we've seen George play, so I'm interested to see where he's going to be playing with that. If he's going to be playing mid or one of the main bomb sites here.
What do you think?
It looks like to be mid. Yes, I remember this pick cross right here going over towards B very well now that he's doing it.
Somebody said turn up your mic, Cotton. Am I quiet? I'm more than willing to adjust it. Just somebody give me some input on what I should be doing. And
that's
I will
the first time I saw anyone say anything, so.
Maybe it's you, Saber. Get back to playing the game.
Caleb picks up a kill right there. Arcane trades, so that's going to be a 4v4. Do picking up another one over in the A main. I don't know why Cutlass decided to push right there. Could be a mistake. Foster in the upper mud picks up a kill. And the terrorists do seem like they are still going to be favoring A.
Just missed that guy jumping down into upper. He's going to get blindsided in about a second if Absolute just had the game sense to peek. There it is. There's the, oh, he didn't clean it up. That should have been a kill. That's a shame. Arcane, however, puts a shot wide at Foster, and he has apparently 9 lives, or a lucky rabbit's foot, because he is not dead yet. Though he does not deliver a kill, I think everybody has spotted the man who's coming to upper. Davester stuck in the rampway will probably die if somebody turns this corner and pre-fires him. A decent hold. It's a 1-on-2. Some weak tees will allow this to be a 1-on-1. Bomb dropped at the feet of Davester. It's a 1-on-1. Davester can deliver the first round for Afterlife. Arcane can surf down this surface, by the way. Yes, he does it. Like I said, it's smart play there. I wonder if Davester realizes that that's an option. He does. He turns, he gets the shot. There's Arcane dead, and Davester clutches a 1-on-2. That's a good play and the first round for Afterlife.
Really good play. I thought Davester's nade was going to be a touchdown right there, and he was going to be able to pick up both kills really quick, but unfortunately not the case. Looking at the money for the terrorists, it looks like they're going to be on a save. Only Do has enough money to really do a full buy. Aside from UKR actually, but yeah, they are going to be saving here, so this could be the moment where Afterlife gets the momentum going back in their favor.
Afterlife is pushing Immortal up through mid. This is an eco round. They have the license to do a push, an aggressive move to give them a better reward or on their returns. Immortal will turn back toward flanks. He'll get gunned down and deliver an M4A1 to his... Oh, never mind, not to his opponents, because Caleb is there, new guy.
Caleb going for the quad?
There you go, Caleb. There you go. I'm not rooting for Afterlife, I swear.
Caleb actually top fragging, so maybe he doesn't get cut, Brandon.
Okay, he can stay. Infinity Project looking good. However, they didn't deliver any of their gun rounds. I will say that that big play by Davester was a big difference. It's very even right now in what they're capable of doing, and I can prove that by showing you Cash. If you pull up, oh no, there's no stats. Oh, it's like driving the Lamborghini. And
it's like you're in your presentation giving it, and then you realize you're not wearing any pants.
That's not what it's like at all. Actually, I was gonna say you're driving the Lamborghini, and then a couple days later you're like, oh, it's a rental. I forgot. But no pants. If you want to use that example, that works too. Bomb picked up at mid after that trade there. Caleb will bring down UKR. 1-on-1 at upper, Foster and Do trying to fight for that high point there. Foster unwilling to relent and not willing to give up his position. 3 left for the T's. All right position. brings it down to a 3-on-3, but not so healthy for Arcane and Dew. So they have to walk on a little bit of, I was going to say pins and needles, but Davester will just shoot him in the back. 2 left, Absolute X and Dew. They're taking their time. They got 50 seconds left. Bomb is down at the backside, T side of mid. So they got to come through sand, and they got to come all the way back through upper halls to get back to that bomb. And both CTs know. You know, because Davester was waiting there. Great kill, Absolute, with good game sense to realize that there should be someone there trying to cut me off. Cutlass will trade him out. Absolute goes down, and it's down to a 2-on-1. Dew can clutch with 30 seconds left. He's just picked up the bomb, and he's now traversing the terrain. Our number 9 man taking it very slow, moving past the tri box, moving past the pillar box, moving to the single box. The person over there, by the way, Clay, is Foster, who's actually given up the site. So, both are converging now. They're making too much noise. Dew already knows. Move to our number 9 man. He knows somebody's in sand, and he can tell he's gonna on the ledge because he's not making the sand sound effect. He's also thinking that someone's behind him. 2 seconds left. This match is oh my god. If Foster had somehow failed, if he had died by an instant headshot, shame on him. But thankfully, to his luck, 3-3 Afterlife after the fact.
Yep. One thing I noticed here is dark room on CT side not so dark anymore in this version, but
I guess you're right.
3-3 is the round, and Terra's still able to buy, so if they lose this one, they're obviously going to be on save. But Arcane comes up big. They're doing a full B rush, it looks like. Caleb there picks up 1 in the plank room, and he's got to know that the rest are there. But look at this. He has Immortal George over at the CT connector, and they did get the bomb, but they are going to be pinned up in here in the site.
They know Caleb's down in flank. They also know Immortal's trying to retake. He stepped through CT spawn. Caleb and Immortal double up to bring that down. It's a clean slate for Afterlife, who retake with 4 alive and a easy bomb defuse 4-3. Play back in the day. Was this an even map for us? I can't really recall the split audience. I would like to
honestly, I don't recall. I think it was maybe a little bit CT sided.
I remember we saw, who was it? Some Powers Gaming, then a top-level invite team, do a fantastic move from T-spawn where they used to stack somebody on a head immediately after spawning and see anybody coming through the mid CT connector trying to jump down into sand and get an early pick.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, because there's not a lot of opping going on in these two rosters, if somebody's going to attempt that and bring that old strat back.
Yeah, even just to pick mid, that's how you used to do it as Terrace too, because that little ledge you could boost over and just your head is peeking above, so you could get an easy mid pick. But yeah, haven't seen that done yet. Don't know if people will start remembering these things. I'm sure they will. And yeah, interesting to see.
Dew has good position. He is in A main, looking at the entrance for the CTs to upper mud. He's got Foster kind of on a bead there, trying to keep him corralled. Cutlass in the sand will shoot UKR in the back. That information has to be relayed to his teammates. Absolute and Dew have to turn back and make sure they're not flanked. Good start to the round for Afterlife. Clay, I'm gonna say that because of the number of hiding spots here, that this may in fact just be CT sided.
Yeah, I think I would agree with that. Also, the entrances to the sites are very narrow. Pretty, B has the entrances, B alt or B main. They're both pretty much right next to each other for one entrance. So, I mean, relatively easy to cover, and A as well. So, I think I would agree and say it's CT sided.
Dew coming up from sewers up to plank. Took the speedway down. Remember, if you step on that water and you're going downstream, it will accelerate you. One of the quirks of this map that made it as endearing as it was. Dew has 1 on his left in A main. He's definitely going to get shot in the back. Oh, never mind. Caleb just gets turned on. Beautiful shot by Dew, but now everybody knows where he is. Immortal's the closest one to the action, and he'll be in pursuit. 9 seconds left. Dew has no bomb. He'll try to save his AK, and that's the smart play. Or excuse me, his M4, and that's the smart play, Clay, because look how many nades, his armor, his gun. Absolutely no reason to waste that.
Exactly. I remember all the jigs you used to be able to pull in the B sewers as well as a terrace, like if you plant the bomb, because if you just make that jump and then you wouldn't make any noise, so you couldn't tell if you were coming from the CT sewer side or the plank room sewer side, and that was always really, really fun on this map.
Yeah, people are asking what version of Contra this is. Actually not DE_Contra. This is DE_Contra B3, and I'm not quite sure what the iterations differences are. But here comes the spray. Immortal's got a triple to his name. He's looking for a fourth, but there's no one else in that smoke. Great play by him. Another one by Cutlass turned in. Only one left. Guess who? It's Dew. He's got his M4. One problem with this, Clay.
What's
real
that?
big problem with this. M4 guy went by himself.
Yeah.
You're on a Nico, gun guy goes by himself. Nah, it doesn't read well for me.
No, definitely not Terra's side. I can maybe understand putting a Nico, like CT with a gun in the site by himself and then having a stack on the other side, but Terra's side doesn't make much sense.
He's about to get shot in the back. Dew is almost dead. Oh, this is good. There we go. 6-3. Afterlife leads by 3. Remember, this could be CT side, and we don't really know anymore because nobody keeps stat metrics on Contra anymore. I'd like to know, back in the day, if anybody used to surf the Got Frag or the AMP News, if somebody has that sort of information for us, I'd love to know. While it's looking good, Clay, no stats to share, but we do have a scoreboard. Look at this, 5 digits for Foster and Immortal already. Not so healthy looking for the T's, but they are sporting an op.
They certainly are indeed, and I'm wondering, because that's the first time we've seen an op actually from the Terrorists. I'm interested to see how he's going to be playing with it. I mean, so far these guys haven't seemed too bad in terms of shots. I think they're just, once the buy round came, they've just been getting a little bit outclassed, but I think they could definitely get it back into the game and get it going again.
Cutlass shoots 1, dinks 1, Dew down to 15 after trying his initial engagement and failing. Absolute X has Davester behind these boxes. Gotta wonder if in Go those are still pierceable, because those were great spammable boxes back in Counter-Strike Source. Flash through past the mud will not blind Foster. It will actually sail right past him. Cutlass pushes through, Dew goes down. First kill of the round. T's are looking, you know, what's one thing that's kind of underrated, Clay, is if you do early damage in the round, the T's get a little bit tentative about taking sides. Everyone's walking around being like, oh, someone else try entry, I'm at 30 health. The tone of the round, the aggression of the round becomes much less de-emphasized, or much more de-emphasized.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. One thing that I'm kind of disappointed we aren't seeing is any boost box plays going into B.
Oh, boost box. Well, it's one thing that you may avoid that because it's kind of known. People might be waiting for you, but if you haven't played Contra in literally 4 years, like some of these players haven't, maybe you try it because maybe people forgot about that strat.
Yeah, I mean, oh man, this map, I like, now that we're just going through it, like, so much more stuff just keeps coming back slowly, and I'm like, oh yeah, but yeah, I remember boost box boosting up 1 to 2 people. It was definitely possible, and I'm sure you could get some crazy stuff going now with the impressive smoke cover that Go offers. You know.
Yes.
Oh, that's pierceable right there.
Yes, that is still pierceable. That used to be pierceable as well. Arcane just absolutely turned it, point blank blew away a counter terrorist there. Afterlife wins that round, but not without a stylish kill by Arcane. Another buy round for them. They're now building up a losing bonus. Remember, Afterlife, after losing the pistol round and the subsequent eco rounds afterward, have been on a 7-round tear and have looked absolutely the championship caliber that they've sustained in the past. Lost Clay there.
No, you did not.
Shot Davester, Foster brings him down. The first push from him in a long while. 3 will push up, and 1 will come out. 2 will come out through sands. Good hold here from unconventional positions. Clay, we talk about how important using unconventional positions are for CTs. They've absolutely turned around a 5-man push back around in their favor just now.
Yeah, absolutely. If you play unconventional spots, you know, it works out much better because then the terrorists can't pre-fire you and expect to be, know exactly where you're going to be every time. And that's one of the most basic things that I think a lot of teams do as mistakes. I mean, you want to make sure you're playing dynamically so that, exactly like how I said, you know, they can't pre-fire you and just know where you're at every round. If you change it up, then you're making it harder for the terrorists to get into the sites, and, you know, it'll net you more rounds.
Infinity Project approached that site, looked at upper, looked at that doorway heading to CT spawn. They actually were engaged from people who were sitting in A main T side, from sand, from everywhere else but the places that they were looking at. They all got shot, blindsided in the back. One of the things that we often compliment Afterlife in doing is that their ability to manage the game in terms of in terms of coordination and strategy is really unparalleled for other main teams. Perhaps not at the level of the invite teams, but for other main teams, and that's probably a good example of that.
Yeah, it definitely is. Like you said, I mean, they seem to have more chemistry than most of the other main teams. You know, they play together, they land together. They have good teamwork and communication, and that's all the things that you need. I mean, one example of that was last night in the Complexity match. You saw Complexity doing insane flashes where they would have someone flash and then their teammate would come out and push. And if you have that chemistry, it just helps your game exponentially.
Foster turns, brings down Absolute. He won't be able to defuse. He's going to fight Do, who's doing a bit of a kite, who brings him down. Do will survive, pick up an op for his teammate. Good round there. If that bomb had just gone off, it would have pushed everyone into the safe nade and armor buying zone, but they'll still be able to buy AK and armor.
AK and armor? Yeah, they should be okay to buy here.
Does anyone not feel comfortable with AK and armor?
No, I think that's all you need. AK, armor. You're good.
I think for the most part, if you're sporting AK and armor, you feel like you've got your security blanket. Anything else after that might be just gravy.
Was that they did do the boost, the head boost in T-spawn, and he got the kill.
Oh my god, I feel so happy having called that out like a CSGO or a CS Source prophet. Man, I feel like I'm back in my heyday, like I know everything about Source and I'm the best ever.
I'm sure they were thinking, wait a minute, oh yeah, you could do this.
They probably heard it on stream because we're delayed, and they're like,
oh yeah, hey. We should do
Afterlife
that.
spraying down. So here's the one thing. We cast Afterlife so many times, we've kind of revealed their weaknesses to their opponents because we put them on film so much. And as a popular team with quite a decent following, a team like iBuyPower and Complexity certainly has their tapes all over the place, but as is Afterlife, and we kind of have exposed their weaknesses over time, which they can't be happy about.
Yeah, yeah, we certainly have. We know that their CT sides aren't generally the strongest, and they don't really respond well to quick aggression. But I mean, we haven't really been seeing that from the terrorist team here. So I think that's why Afterlife has been holding it together a little bit better than we normally do.
Precisely what I'm hinting at. They haven't tried it yet. Have you noticed there has not been a single aggressive speed push since the onset of this game? What I was getting, I thought Foster knew something. He sprayed Absolute, did a ton of damage. Oh, it loses the round! He brought Absolute down to the red zone at 13 health, and Absolute just said, screw you, I'm coming after you.
Yeah, Foster heard the bomb get activated like it was a fake plant, and he did the right thing in spraying, but I mean, you got to put more than just a 3 burst on the box. You got to, hit it with a good 5-6 spray, and then, then maybe.
You wouldn't kill anybody with chest shots, even if you were shooting like without a box in between. But 3 in a box that's pierceable, reducing your damage. That's not enough. You're exactly right. You got to put 4 or 5 in.
Yep.
Anyway, flashes through. Cutlass calls in after, I believe, peeking through mid, seeing a bunch of people moving toward boost box, and he has called a rotate over to bomb site B. The T's, understanding that they had somebody with an op taking shots at them, have now rotated back. Oh, look at this. They're over-leveraging, CTs are, and they're now looking for Ts on the wrong side of the map. The Ts have just waltzed in, all 5 into bomb site A. They'll have all the time in the world to set up and choose their spots. It's going to be a 4-man retake for the counter-terrorists, which is, of course, very, very difficult. First kill, no, not delivered. Davester tried to bring down the person at upper, who is Toro. Will step out, find Foster, shoots him in the back, brings Foster down to 29. Everybody pouring through the smoke. Nobody knows where anyone is, and we have X-ray vision, so we can tell you exactly what's going on. It's a bloodbath. Nobody can see each other. We're going for a ninja defuse. Foster doesn't care that there are 2 Ts alive. I don't think anyone
2
heard
seconds.
the defuse.
Oh, he's gonna get it!
Oh, God.
And he picks up a kill.
Alive!
What the hell was that? That's strat. I don't know if they did what they did, but it reminded me of it used to be you would smoke out mid and then run up mid and then either jump pit and go A or get a distraction going and go through CT spawn. But yeah, and then I when I first saw on the mini map that they were going that way, I thought, oh, they're utilizing the sewer, and then no, they were just going through sand.
So I'm also getting from Mike, one of our producers, that I'm also kind of quiet. So what can I do here, Clay?
I don't know. Let me just see if I can turn up my volume and maybe that'll work.
We also have the problem where your mic prioritizes over mine when we simultaneously talk. So maybe they're referring to that.
Possibly.
Oh, well, let's get back to the action. That was that was great. First kill of the round delivered, second kill of the round also delivered. Toro will be the second one, and Immortal the first. Next one is Absolute, who tried to step through Plank and failed. It's the end of the first half play, and 9-6 is a ideal split on pretty much any map.
Yeah, I mean, if this map is CT-sided like we think it is, then, you know, if Afterlife picks up this round here, then they should be sitting pretty good, feeling good about it, and they should be able to go into the next half feeling strong, because as we do know, their terror side is usually stronger on all maps, so...
Nade there flings an AK at Cutlass, who could have actually fired at it and give away his position. Good discipline not to shoot at the flying gun like I've done before. A collective 17 health between Caleb and Cutlass. Foster, however, at 100. Still not the best odds for winning this. Caleb comes out trying to make the hero play. Does make the play. He gets to stay on the team, Clay, I think.
Yeah, I mean, he's still on the top of the leaderboard, so he must be doing something right there. And yeah, 10-5. Afterlife should be feeling good about that one. I'm interested to see what they're going to pull out on T-side. I'm wondering if they even practice any strats on T-side, or if they're just going to kind of wing it, as it looked like IP was probably doing here.
So we are at the half. You're watching CEVO TV. I'm Cotton. My partner is Klops, and this is Afterlife versus Infinity Project, a CEVO Season 3 matchup for, I believe, Week 4 matchup.
4-1.
4-1 between these two main teams. Second half beginning, Afterlife with a substantial lead. We will find out in just a moment if it actually is CT-sided, but Afterlife is known, however, for their T abilities, their T coordination. For setup, moving toward upper. Cutlass moving by himself, the entry fragger to a main, and it's going to be up to UKR and Toro to stop the torrent. They will, I think, in the next 15 seconds. Never mind, Cutlass gets the first kill. It's not 15 seconds. It's going to be a full-on pour-in now. Do has to rotate. It's going to be a massacre. Toro retreats, trying to preserve himself. Cannot. Immortal takes him down. Arcane will bring down Caleb. 2 kills to the 1 of the counter-terrorists. 2 immediately down. Cutlass and Immortal now left in bad positions. Cutlass by himself has to clutch. He's back in that suicide spot, trying to fight off 3 counter-terrorists. Will not. Bomb will be defused. That was a great retake. A very, very masterful retake.
It was. You could see the unfamiliarity with the map, though, because Davester on the defense there, he was looking towards sand, and there was a CT in sand, and he had his crosshair up too high. You could tell he just wasn't quite sure where he had to have that placement for the proper headshot, and he missed the shot and got taken out right there. And look at this. Am I seeing an AUG?
Yeah, you're seeing an AUG. That thing is very strong, and consider this. The engagement distances on this map are quite long. Could an AUG give you headshots? It very well could. Do will get one. Foster will disappear. Absolute X will drag down the third. Caleb will drag down Do. One thing that I want to tell you is that the unfamiliarity
screw you.
Of this map for the counter-terrorists is not really a great excuse. They played an entire half looking at that bomb site, so there's a lot there left to be thought about. Maybe he thought they would come out at a different angle or something like that, but you know, 16 rounds in, it shouldn't affect you.
Well, yeah, no, that's exactly what I think he thought. Was he was just going to come out a little bit higher than he would, because the way the map dips right there down. But look at this, 2 good entries by Cutlass and Foster, the duo that we normally see doing all the work T-side for the most part. Caleb, I was going to say Kilbert.
It looks like Kilbert.
It does, huh? Caleb grabs another entry right there, and now the retake is happening by Do and Absolute. Do is going to get... Oh, never mind. He does a lot of damage there onto Immortal. George picks up kill. Dude lost one left alive. Can't finish it. Caleb picks up the kill. Ends around 11-7.
Now, Do, we caught at the very last second right before he went down, had a little bit of crosshair lack of discipline. He was pointing at the wall when he really should have been pointing at head level for that doorway, because he knew somebody was up there. It didn't do him any favors to set his crosshair at the wall and then try to flick up.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. And maybe that's the... Never mind, I'm not even going to say it.
Okay.
I was gonna say map unfamiliarity.
Oh, okay. Well, we can only milk that word so many times there.
Yeah, I know.
Pull up your overhead. It's everything leaning toward A and all the CTs sitting at B. Something is amiss here, and this is the best guess ever by Afterlife. Now, if you set for long enough in here, Afterlife has to take advantage of taking the bomb site right now. It's unfair because they have no knowledge that nobody's at
Look
this
at the
bomb
boost
site.
from the number 8 man Absolute, by the way.
Will. Oh, nice.
Was this...
We've seen that one once before.
Have we?
Not in this match, but back in Source. I believe our teammate Manipulator actually threw down his headset and walked away from Counter-Strike for a matter of multiple hours because he got killed from someone there.
That totally sounds like something he would do, but they do take A, the Terrorist, Afterlife does. And you see the retake is coming from all sides of the map. Take it away.
Arcane coming up through sewers will have Foster on his left, will be gunned down. 2 left, 1 scout, 1 USP. Probably not the investment he was looking for when UKR bought this scout, because he'll have to retake against fully automatic weapons against fully armed Ts. Another round for Afterlife. They pull within 3 of the tie point, 7 on the board for the counter-terrorists.
It's kind of hard to see who's where in the minimap and try to go to those perspectives. Like, at one point I thought, oh, this guy's going to be fighting at sewer, and then I click on the name and he's actually in sand, and I'm like, oh, never mind.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
Afterlife seems to be favoring bomb site A, and I don't know if it's a personnel matchup or a comfort thing. When you don't play a map like Contra very often, you sort of just, you don't think about the personnel matchup so much as what we're just good. Let's stick with what we're good at doing. It seems like A is what they're good at doing.
If I remember correctly, A was the easier site to take, right?
I would say so.
Yeah.
I would say so. If you do manage to get that entry frag at upper and take mud, it feels like you've already seized the bomb site.
Yeah, you got that height advantage, and then, yeah. I mean, the rotates are quick on this map, but if you get in there and take it, you should be having good success. Davester grabs a good entry right there, and they're going to be able to get this ball planted, but it's going to be a 2v3 defensive hold right here.
I've always loved how you can surf down those steps and just plant the bomb like without having to take any damage. That's one of the best features of this map. 2 coming from CT spawn, 1 from A main. Immortal, who has failed on this burst before, doesn't pick up that kill again. He's had some serious problems attempting to pick up that. Oh, Davester, excuse me, does get that kill. George was able to pick up that kill. A defuse for the CTs will draw them within 4. I don't know what it is about holding right behind that tri-box, but they were looking at CT spawn. Multiple Afterlife players have had struggles trying to burst down somebody turning that corner.
Yeah, they did. They do seem to be struggling a little bit with their shots, not as good as they as we've seen them before. But I mean, they've been kind of struggling a little bit this entire season. So. And one thing I just want to point out that you noted from the surfing down, I not only was that awesome, but I used to love seeing people fail the surf down and then end up dying with just a little bit of health.
They at that time, surfing wasn't greatly in the lexicon of Counter-Strike. It was sort of a thing that came in a little bit later after the introduction of DE Contra. So people would jump down that surface thinking, oh, I just saw my teammate go down there and take no damage. They would do the same thing, but they'd be holding forward, and then they just eat manure and die. It would be probably, oh god, there's a beautiful shot there. Immortal 2 taps UKR. Arcane also down. 3 left for the counter-terrorist. That's Absolute, S, Do, and Toro. They'll be left to try to retake A. There seems to be a recurring theme here, Clay. Go A, right?
Go A. Seems to be working. Dude, the last man alive on the clutch, and he's going to be coming in. Oh, look at the lurk from Caleb. There, gets the kill. 13-8 is going to be the round after, the score after that round. Someone asked who's the other caster. I am Klops, here with Con. We are from CEVO TV, as you already know, since you're watching our channel.
Who is the other? Are you the other caster? Am I the other?
Possibly, but I just said I'm Klops, you're Cotton, so hopefully they could figure it out from that, right?
I'm Klops, he's Cotton.
Yeah.
I'm Cotton, he's Klops. 13-8. Afterlife is within 2. You were probably, if you were joining us before this, watching Exertus versus Complexity play their CEVO match. That match ended with an Exertus dominating win over a Complexity team who has been bewitched lately with a losing streak, losing to iBuy Power last night in the finals, the grand finals of the Complexity 10th anniversary tournament. It's a shame that it's their own tournament. And, of course, today, I bring that example up only to point out the fact that you're watching Afterlife versus Infinity Project, who are in the same league, CEVO-Main, but the threshold for skill a bit different.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you guys are new to this channel, please give us a follow. Also, I mean, if you like it, we do cast on our main channel, which is Play CEVO. So follow us there as well for coverage of either CS or Dota if you're interested in either of those.
It is, of course, twitch.tv/PlayCevo. That
Yeah.
mostly is obvious to our viewers, but just
No, that was good. When I said I was thinking, I probably should have said the full thing, but I committed already, so I don't want to go back.
yeah, can't go back on your words, especially when you're sounding as good as you were. Toro, the last one left, number 0 will come through, find Foster waiting for him in B main. Sad face there. Toro couldn't retake. Afterlife is on the game points.
They are, and it looks to be another, well, obviously they have to buy out, but it's not going to be much, just 3 Fomuses, a Deagle, and then maybe some armor and some nades for Arcane. And I don't think that's going to be enough to stop Afterlife, especially with how they've been playing so far on T side.
We have a 5-man push down mid from the CTs. They're going to rush right to CT spawn, or T spawn. Cutlass is there waiting for him. He's got a triple on the round already. How did he already know he's too fast? He's going to go down to plank, find the last one. That's Willis. Oh my god, that is the last kill of the round. 16-8. Afterlife wins it. Week 4, match 1 in the books for Afterlife. That's it for our double header. That was a good end to that one. It came down to fireworks of the last round.
Nice little throwback there to Contra, but yeah, ballsy 5-man rush, and then Cutlass was there to just, close it out, finish that off right there, and he held it down nice. Made it real easy for Afterlife right there in the final round.
I'm sure a bunch of people are thinking like, oh, Exertus Complexity, I want to see that. You can see that. Definitely. It will be uploaded on our YouTube later. It will be checked, I believe.
I'll be
tonight.
doing it after this cast, so it usually takes a couple hours to upload, so yeah.
That will be on www.youtube.com/PlayCevo. Now, before you guys depart, and I'll say goodnight, or Clay says goodnight like he normally does, I want to tell you that CEVO is expanding our coverage and our ability to give you on-demand content that you'd like to see. Live content such as streaming games, if you're a multi-gamer, multiple games, VODs, news, the ability to participate with other viewers by launching a sweet landing page in the near future. So hopefully you guys check it out and check out our website at www.cevo.com. When you go to that watch section in the near future, you'll be able to participate with your viewers. You'll be eligible for more prizes. I think we can figure that part out. Honestly, the viewing experience is going to be so much better than what you're just getting out of a regular Twitch experience, and I'm very excited to share that with you guys. Now, for what Clay does best.
I also wanted to add to that. I don't know if you did. Maybe I missed it. But yeah, also as Helium in chat has said under the PlayCevo handle, multiple games. So we have Dota 2 going, and we plan on adding more. So yeah.
Teaser.
Teaser. Anyways, that's it for us tonight, guys. Yes, you did miss the complexity match, but as we said, that's going to be going up. The VOD will be up on YouTube. youtube.com/PlayCevo later tonight, so you can catch it there. Also, you can catch our VODs from the Complexity Tournament if you missed any of that, so check those out as well. We have Dota 2 VODs as well, and all types of CSGO, whatever we've been casting so far this match. Other than that, please follow us here on this channel. Also follow our main channel, which is twitch.tv/PlayCevo, and you can check us out there as well. And other than that, follow Facebook, and I already told you about YouTube, so you should be good there. Other than that, that's it for us tonight, guys. I'm Klops here with Kai, and we should have more content coming to you guys on Thursday, so look out for that. And other than that, have a good night.